Hey YouTubers, good morning. Thought we'd talk about a couple of failures and successes on the garden. You know, I don't have very much space on my balcony and I only get 2 hours of sun a day. So I tried a lot of different plants over the years and don't grow too many of any one thing just to see how they work out and tried different methods. This is a Biden's alba. It's Spanish bayonet. It's a weed basically, but it's very edible. And I thought, since it's something that grows in the cracks of sidewalk, it's a very hardy, robust plant. We see them alongside the canals where they mow every couple of months, and they cut them down to this size, and they grow right back up. I thought this might be an excellent candidate to see how well it would grow on the balcony. And it has surprisingly not been easy to germinate any of the seeds, and some of them, when they did grow, they would die off. And this one, as it grew, it's been getting mold. It's got the same mold I get on the tomato plants. So I'm going to have to remove it. There's things you can put on there. You can put soap and different sulfur compounds and different things, but it was just an experiment to see. And if it's this finicky, I'm not going to be able to utilize it on the balcony. However, a success has been these lettuce. There's a guy on YouTube, and he recommended these to me. He gets several harvests from his lettuce. He grows them indoors under lights, and he said they're extremely hardy plants, and he continues to get lettuce after he cuts them. And I experimented by putting them in these little trays. There's less than an inch of soil in here. They are on top of this tray, which has like maybe a half an inch of soil. So lettuce has very shallow roots, so I was curious to see how well it would do in these little trays. And these have been so wonderful to pick for sandwiches every morning. I pick some of the lettuce and the cranberry hibiscus and the parsley. And so these have been excellent candidates. Next year, I'm not just going to grow a couple trays. I'm going to cover the whole storage lid here and make it a little higher of dirt, so have more dirt, won't have to water as often. And so this has been a success. I think that's something I'll grow. And this here, I was under the impression that Malabar spinach, it was like an annual. It would grow and then 9 months it would die off. This is something, there were little seedlings I grew, but I was going to transplant at the canals, and I never got around to it because there was no good place to put them. So these are over a year old. I just put them in these containers yesterday. So they've been hanging out on the porch for a year. They're not supposed to do that. I didn't know they would continue to grow. So this is the second season for the Malabar. And I've got them nestled on this bucket that has the dwarf papaya. These are the broccoli. Some seeds fell into there. When I was doing the mini greens, some seeds fell in there and they started. Of course, they're killing the passion fruit vine, but I never was getting very much luck with the passion fruit vine, and the cold weather kind of destroyed it. So, excellent success with Malabar. Looks like it's going to be easy to grow again. I've grown these before, and lettuce worked out pretty good. And surprisingly, the cranberry hibiscus, it's been very easy to propagate as they grow up. I would just cut them and put them down into the soil, and they would come up again. And the giant parsley is still killer. It's still tooting right along. That's over a year and a half old. Oh, and this is the champ out of them all. This is the chai. It's growing in this can. It's all rusted out. And the soil it's root bound. There's just hardly any soil left in there, and it's continuing to grow. And the thing of it is, you have to boil this for 15-20 minutes to get some of the oxalic acid out and other things. And I'm lazy. I don't want to try it. I'm worried about getting kidney stones or something from it. But I don't know how more hardy you can get. There's hardly any soil and hardly any sun, and it's growing like a champ. So this is definitely worth your time if you like the taste of it, and if it grows in your area. It's a killer plant. So that's, and these little sunflower seeds keep coming back. So I stopped with the sunflower seeds because I was cutting them off at night. When I made them into something to eat, I just wasn't feeling very energetic. It was making me tired. I don't know, something. So I just stopped eating them. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, was the downy mildew of something that I never thought would give me a problem at all. And it's been as finicky as tomatoes. And the lettuce, which I thought would be a hard thing, and it's like growing like a weed. So you live and you learn. That's the wonderful thing about gardening. You never know. Growing a little periwinkle with the carrot. Companion planting. Who knew? All right. Take care. See you out there.